Hey guys, Matt from AwesomeToyBlog here at San Diego Comic-Con Hasbro booth with the G.I. Joe team. I've got Lenny and I've got Tony, and we're going to talk G.I. Joe Classified.
Awesome, let's do it.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna talk. This is Marvel Legends.
I don't know too much.
I didn't get in the panel, so let's talk Legends.
Let's go, dude.
Let's start with HasLab. Let's start with the Snowcat.
Yes.
All right. All of the vehicles in the G.I. Joe universe. You've got the Hiss.
Yes.
You've got a Rattler.
That's right.
We've got a Dragonfly.
That's right.
Why a Snowcat?
Well, we want to expand in different environments. If you are G.I. Joe would always take place in the snow in the cartoon, if you guys remember. Also in the comics a lot. So we wanted to pay homage to that. Also, it feels like a different adventure, right? Like we have so many jungle or like typical military or urban environments. It was like it was a swerve essentially.
We want to give that shelf a new flavor.
We want to chill it out a little.
Right, and Snowjob does need somewhere to hang out.
That's true. It's
right,
true.
because he's
like,
kind of like, why is it so hot here? Why am I on all these clothes? We're in the jungle, and here I am in my hoodie.
Yeah. So I think just aesthetically, I love the palette. I know it's simple, but that off-white with the black, and it's just a cool design to me with the yellow rockets and everything like that.
Okay.
It's just a cool looking vehicle.
Also, the implication with snow is always fun too, because it's like they're a really rough environment, Arctic, right? So it's like I think G.I. Joes go into the roughest and tumble situations. Wherever there's trouble, G.I. Joe is there.
Yeah. So on the Tony, you're the color master, right?
It's true.
Thank you.
How hard is it to pick out the right white?
Oh yeah, that was like a couple. Me and you were. We got after it. We made a few chips.
You'd be surprised how many white different variations.
Well, it's like painting your house, right?
Yes, that's exactly what it's
I want an off-white, and you've got 72 different paint cans to look at. So
I'll go Pantone with it.
And typically, you don't want to go so bright with a true white. You want to get a little bit of gray in there just to subdue it. I think I like I do like the choice that we made, and it fits in with Snow Job and. Obviously, Frostbite, the polar bear. I think it all works in that world.
Yeah, the polar bear. Right?
Yeah, I love the polar bear.
I mean, and speaking of the polar bear that comes with snake eyes.
Yes.
But there's a new classified animal.
In
the Snowcat set, right? With the extended juice. There's a fish.
Yes.
Yes.
Is this the first 6-inch scale fish to your knowledge?
As far as I know, I haven't seen any fish that can go on skewers.
I've seen some third-party fish out there.
Really, third-party?
Yeah, I think so, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Like, that should be on the top of the site, right?
Funny?
Like, back the first classified scale fish.
Get some haddock.
We want to get a barracuda in there at some
Dude,
point.
a barracuda?
Right?
Well, it's interesting, too, because when we were doing the fish, I was like, oh, yeah, silver, right? And like a dark silver and then a light silver for the eyes, but this wasn't popping.
Yeah.
It needed like a brown and the black down the spine.
Like a little bit of belly, right?
It was like the amount that went into making a fish look real was actually surprisingly a lot.
And obviously, if you went to the panel, we wanted to make Matt happy. And that's
he was thrilled.
That's what we do here.
Like, he was thrilled to have sculpted a fish.
Yeah.
I mean, right? You teach a man to sculpt a fish.
Yeah,
He'll catch a bunch.
Right.
Yeah.
So then, and then the kitchenette.
We're just talking about you and the fish.
Yeah, the fish. A kitchenette.
Yes.
Where did a kitchenette come from?
It's funny, we were talking about, when we first were talking about the Snowcat, we're like, they need to be able to go on any adventure, right? And if it breaks down, if they need to take a break, if they're like, they're going to be in the Snowcat for days on end, so they can live in it, essentially, is the idea. So it was part of the going on a trek, going across the Arctic, and you got to eat. Gotta eat.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think so much of the classified line is about that storytelling.
Yes.
Right? Because it's all there, right? Even though there's no direct media supporting it, there's not a classified cartoon on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon every day, which is great because I can't skip work every day at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But there is a world that's been built there through these nuggets that get tossed in the packaging and the promo pics. When you're planning things, do you almost storyboard out where the world of classified is going?
In a way, right? I think we think about where would people want to go and what kind of things do you want? I mean, for me as the designer, I'm like, I want an iguana. so
now I've got a chance.
A real iguana, or like we try to like dive into like the zeitgeist or the experiences people or fantasize about having, right? So like being able to wear sci-fi gear to like shoot lasers, or maybe even, I don't know, having dire technology, or becoming a ninja and customizing what your ninja gear looks like, right? So it's like, how do you take that stuff and miniaturize it? And like, and miniature stuff is super fun too, right? So it's like this weird cauldron of like, what do people like? Where do people want to go? What experiences people want to recreate? And photography too. Like, I want to see what these photographers are going to do with all this crazy miniature stuff.
Yeah, aggregating as much content as this brand has, even though it's 40 years old, and the comic's been going on forever as well. Getting that, the toy stuff, the file cards, the comics, the cartoon. There's so much lore to pull from, and then Lenny does a great job of putting that in the product. So it's amazing.
So today we had. I had to write this down. So I didn't want to leave anybody out, right?
We had to do an interview yesterday, and we had a lot written
Tony
down.
and I interview somebody.
We had
I was
to ask
like,
the question.
who allowed this to happen?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's on Hasbro Pulse.
Yeah, I think it's up right now.
Yeah,
So
check it
sorry.
out.
So you got Short Fuse Stealer, which OG guys,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Some of
yeah.
the original crew. The Ghost Viper, who is just insane.
Wild.
Right? Pythona for the Fall Con conventions.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Right? Sci-Fi, who I have to say, the color, by the way, great job taking sci-fi's original color and making it more real and a little more grounded.
Still a major pop of color.
Right, it's still significant. It's still like
but it's
underscored green.
It's still a fatigue,
but it's not.
So it's going to be lived in. It's not. It's a little darker. Wow, my voice cracked like crazy.
Well, he slithered. You slithered last night.
That's right.
Right. Wetsuit, Grim Viper, mainframe, Desert Scorpion with a giant scorpion, which, by the way, is someone from Phoenix.
Oh,
God.
I heard
Not
about
a
that.
giant fan,
In the
really.
trees?
No, in the shower and in the bed. Those are the two places I've been stung.
Oh my God.
So, not
That's crazy.
I don't know. There's some PTSD here with the scorpion, but they're not that big, fortunately. Because then I would move.
Yes, he does.
And then we also have the Steel Core Sentry and the Defense Post.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of new stuff today.
Yes.
Any features super pop out? Because we only have a couple. We could probably talk about them themselves for an hour. But what is the standout feature of today's reveals? Like, what just makes you go, wow, I did that?
I think the Scorpion.
The Scorpion, for sure. The amount of articulation you put in that, and the amount of paint we've got on there.
I think it's 21 points of articulation.
It's okay.
Including the tail. We put disc joints in each of the elbow joints. I guess the equivalent of an elbow joint on an arthropod.
Yeah.
And then they're ball joints for all of the sockets for the shoulders.
Nice. And the claws
And the
pinch.
claws also pinch as well.
Yeah.
And the whole idea behind them is Dr. Mindbender has made a scorpion.
Yes.
And
Well, of course, as one does.
And it's sort of like a mutation. So it's like they work kind of, but they're kind of a problem because sometimes, as you guys saw in the photography, they overrun the desert scorpions.
And just from a paint perspective, we pushed them on it because at one point they just kind of did a black overspray on the back of that scorpion on the top of it. But we were in the files that I do turnovers for production. They had a lot more modeling, and like if you really zoom in, you can see all like the different kind of divots and color variations in there. So the factory worked really hard at replicating the stuff I put in that digital paint master.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting story where they're not pets.
No,
right?
They are not.
They are creatures that Cobra is using, but they're still going to do what they want to do.
Yes.
And that's a unique angle to it.
Yeah.
But who would win? The Scorpion or Fiona?
Oh, I don't know. Well, interesting you brought her up. The desert scorpions with a scorpion pet, I was fooling around with the idea that like they actually have crocodile and alligator DNA in them, and that's why they're so barbed kind of detail. So maybe they might not fight because they smell each other like kin, my kin. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think it depends. If it's in the water, Fiona's got them. Yeah.
I mean, that's her.
But in the desert,
Fiona's going to be kind of parched.
Yeah, I know. But she's got the death roll.
Got the death roll.
Yeah,
Major bite power too.
Leave it in the comments.
And then I guess the last thing I wanted to touch on retro collection. Where Classified's at now, where I think you found a great balance of modern interpretation of a classic figure.
Yeah.
Right? When the initial retros were straight up, hey, we did a Duke that looks like this. We love him, but you guys want a classic looking Duke, so here's a retro. With the line kind of finding a great place to sit, what's the approach to retro now?
It's to try to replicate as close as possible aesthetically and costuming to the original toy.
Okay.
We are going to try to bake into it a Sunbow cartoon or any other cartoons when we get deeper into the line, but it's replicating something that has already been created. As we're classified as bringing it into a modern day.
Okay.
Tapering of the pant, the kind of stitching that's done on secondaries, like making things look like it was made in 2025. When we can, we'll make sure that things look like they were made in a different era, or from the era that the character's
Right.
from.
When you're doing character selection for retro,
Yeah.
do you consider availability of the first issue? Because I know there are some of the early figures that are just insane to get a hold of.
The eel was one of those things where it sold out immediately.
Yep.
The Cobra eel, and then we were like, okay, this is a great spot to bring that back in. People are gonna troop build it like crazy, and we put it on that retro.
Okay,
card.
so it really serves kind of a double purpose,
It does,
right? It scratches
does.
the itch
So
for that true
100%.
vintage Sunbow accurate, but it also is sort of almost like how Star Wars uses their archive line,
Yes,
right? To get a second poke
100%.
at figures. So that's actually a really great approach to sort of make as many people happy as possible.
Yeah, and it's kind of like the whole, I guess, the soup of product development or like brand development. It's like some of it's for collecting, some of it's for storytelling, some of it's for finishing your shelf space.
Yes.
So it's like you got to consider what people need, fulfilling a need.
Perfect. Now, I mean, I've told you guys this for like the past 5 years. You guys are doing the best work
Thank you.
at Hasbro. So, of everybody, we'll stick to this case.
Yeah,
Who's your top? Who's your number one?
you go first.
Desert Scorpion.
Desert
Sure. He
Scorpion.
was one of the. Did I steal your answer?
Yeah,
A little bit.
You
Yeah.
guys
We
love
can
the
both-
Scorpion.
I know.
Man, I
When
don't,
was
what
a
are you guys
kid,
trying to do to me?
I played with Desert Scorpion
yeah.
and I played with Alley Viper like crazy.
Same.
Okay.
I think something with the masked characters like really worked for me as a kid.
Okay.
Maybe I thought Desert Scorpion was a version of Snake Eyes.
Gotcha.
Right? So,
But I'll say wetsuit then.
what's
All right. Well, do you love the colors?
I do love the colors, and he was
nothing
just.
beats a good teal.
Nothing beats a good teal,
Yeah.
huh?
All right. Cool. Well, thank you, Tony. Lenny, it's always a pleasure. This is
Thanks,
a highlight
man.
of the con
Thanks,
every
man.
year.
Thanks for having us.
So,
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Appreciate it. All right.